Hello, my Biblio darlings, and welcome to Bibliothesia. I'm Mally, and the story that we're going to be reading today is called Little Miss Trouble and the Mermaid. But before we get into the story, let's remind our bodies that it's time to exhale and relax. And here's some funny jokes. So with that, pretend you have a balloon inside your tummy and inhale deeply for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's hold the breath for and exhale out for 8. Good job. I don't know about you, but for me, that deep breathing reminds me that I'm safe right here and right now. And the other way that we can help our body relax is by jokes. And I'm just going to reach over for my joke book. And the whole purpose of the jokes is when our bodies are relaxed and they laugh, our bodies relax some more. So I'm going to share with you 3 jokes. And here's the first one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Iris. Iris who? Iris, I could touch the sky. Iris, I could touch the sky. Oh, I wish I could touch the sky. Oh, okay. Let me go to the next joke. All right. Knock, knock. Who's there? Con. Con who? Can we go to the park today? Oh, can we go to the park today? That's cute. And here's the third one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Switch. Switch who? Switch lollipop would you like? Oh, so which lollipop would you like? That is cute. And the whole purpose of the deep breathing exercises and the jokes and the laughing is just to get your body more relaxed in the moment. And when your body is more relaxed, your mind is able to think clearer and you're calmer and life seems like it's more grounded. So with that, let me read to you Little Miss Trouble and the Mermaid. So here's what I notice about the cover. There's Little Miss Trouble and she's there and she's doing and to her side, there's a mermaid tail. Then there's other little sparkly fish swimming by. The trouble with Little Miss Trouble is that she is always causing trouble. Like when she met Mr. Greedy. Do you know that they are giving away ice cream around the corner, she asked him. Really, cried Mr. Greedy and raced off to get some, because Mr. Greedy loves eating. What he did not know, and Little Miss Trouble did, was that workmen had dug up the pavement around the corner. Mr. Greedy fell right down the hole. Thump. Little Miss Trouble thought this was very funny. Mr. Greedy did not. I don't think that's funny at all. Let's see what next Little Miss Trouble does. Now the trouble with making trouble is that sometimes it can catch up with you. That is just what happened when Little Miss Trouble went to Seatown last week. Her first days in Seatown were great fun. Great fun for her, but no fun for anybody else. She splashed Little Miss Splendid and blamed Little Miss Chatterbox, who Little Miss Splendid sprayed with cold sea water. Little Miss Trouble kicked sand all over Mr. Strong and then blamed Mr. Sneeze, who Mr. Strong buried in sand up to his nose. Oh my. Little Miss Trouble was having the time of her life. She'd never caused so much trouble. On her 3rd day in Seatown, she decided to go fishing with Mr. Muddle and Little Miss Bossy. The 3 of them rowed out to sea and set up their fishing rods. Little Miss Trouble was trying to think of the best way to cause trouble when she felt something tug on her fishing line. I've got a fish, she cried excitedly. Then there was another tug, a much stronger tug, a tug so strong that it pulled her right out of the boat. Look, there she is. The tug has pulled her out of the boat. She's airborne and looks like she's going into the water. Not only did it pull her out of the boat, it pulled her down into the sea. Little Miss Trouble let go of the fishing line, but something or someone grabbed her foot and dragged her deeper and deeper. Look, there's a hand, and it's grabbed her foot. It was not until she reached the bottom of the sea that she discovered who had caught her. It was a mermaid. "There is someone who wishes to see you," said the mermaid to a flabbergasted little Miss Trouble. And flabbergasted is like a big version of, "Oh, we're shocked." But look at the mermaid. She has blonde hair, and she has seashells on her chest. She has a mermaid's tail. Oh, that's so neat. And there's two fish on the bottom, or one could be a shark far away, and the other could be a fish. "Take me back," demanded little Miss Trouble. "Later," said the mermaid. "Now follow me." Little Miss Trouble realized that she had no choice in this matter, so she did as she was told. The mermaid took little Miss Trouble's hand and led her across the seabed. After a short while, they came to a coral reef. "Where are you taking me?" asked little Miss Trouble. "You're about to find out," replied the mermaid. Oh. In the middle of the reef was a circle of sand, and in the middle of the circle was a coral throne. And sitting on the throne was the Mermaid Queen. And looking at the Mermaid Queen, she doesn't look happy at all. "I have brought little Miss Trouble as you ordered, Your Highness," said the mermaid. "So you are the person who has been causing so much trouble on my beach and in my sea," said the Mermaid Queen angrily. "It is time that you learn to behave yourself. No more splashing people and kicking sand around." "But it wasn't me," exclaimed little Miss Trouble. "It was little Miss Chatterbox and Mr." To little Miss Trouble's huge surprise, the word sneeze, which she had meant to say, came out as a bubble. And every time she tried to say it, the same thing happened, until there was a stream of bubbles coming out of her mouth. Here the Queen Mermaid is speaking with little Miss Trouble. "It's no good blaming other people and getting them into trouble," said the Mermaid Queen. "From now on, every time you try to make trouble, all that you will get for your trouble is bubbles. You may go back to the beach now." That sounds serious. The mermaid led little Miss Trouble away. They swam to the edge of the coral reef, where a dolphin was waiting. "This dolphin will take you back to Sea Town. Do not forget what the Queen said," warned the mermaid. Little Miss Trouble held onto the dolphin's fin and rowed her back to the beach, where the dolphin left her at the shore. The beach was crowded, and as little Miss Trouble watched the dolphin's fin as it swam away, an idea struck her. She shouted at the top of her voice, but instead the word shark, which she had meant to shout to scare anyone, a huge bubble came out of her mouth. And then another. Everyone on the beach gave her a very odd look. Feeling very foolish, little Miss Trouble went back to her hotel. The next morning she felt much better. Down on the beach she found little Miss Sunshine sunbathing on the beach towel. Little Miss Trouble crept up behind her and dropped her ice cream on little Miss Sunshine. That's not very nice. "What was that?" screamed little Miss Sunshine, leaping up in surprise. "Who did that?" began little Miss Trouble. She was about to say Mr. Rush, but I'm sure you know what came out instead. That's right. An enormous bubble. And then more and more bubbles. That was not all. "How could you?" cried little Miss Sunshine, and she threw what was left of the ice cream at little Miss Trouble. There was nothing little Miss Trouble could say, because she could not speak. All she could do was blow bubbles. And so it went on. Every time little Miss Trouble tried to cause trouble, the same thing happened. By the end of the week, little Miss Trouble had given up trying to make trouble and had started building sandcastles instead. In fact, she became so good at building sandcastles that she won the sandcastle competition. She was very excited until she discovered what the prize was. A year's supply of bubble bath. Well, it might help her to calm down. Oh, that's so funny. So, as we're laughing at the end of the story, let us switch things up and let me read to you 3 jokes and then do the deep breathing exercise. So here is the first knock knock joke. Knock knock, who's there? Coot. Coot who? Could you make my favorite soup? That's cute. And get it? Because could you make my favorite soup? No, you probably got it. I never get them, but okay. So here's the second one. Knock knock, who's there? Hill. Hill who? He'll never guess where we hid the Easter eggs. Oh, he'll never guess. Okay. And here's a third one. Knock knock, who's there? Sure. Sure who? Surprise! Happy birthday! Alrighty. Well, with that, let's do our deep breathing exercise. So inhale deeply for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's hold the breath for Now let's exhale out for 8 like we're blowing out birthday candles. Well, thank you so much for coming today. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, click on the subscribe button and on the bell notification. That way you'll get notified when new stuff happens. Anyway, it's been wonderful spending time with you. And until next time, bye!